Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am totally not tired. I can definitely keep up doing 2 sessions within like 1 hour of each other.
Yeah, and then you said you wanted to do a 24-hour event all by yourself with no breaks. No.
No, I
No.
will do it, but I will do it. You can't stop
No.
me.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 23 off the top of my head. How are we at 23? It's insane. It took us
Time
14
passes.
episodes to get the entire crew together to be on one screen.
It's only happened like twice.
Yeah, it's the running joke is that we will never get a full crew, and if we do, inevitably, like nothing happens that episode. But no, I suppose I should start introducing myself. I'm Hedge or Hedgehawk if you want my full name. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honor, privilege of storytelling for these two amazing peeps. I can be found everywhere on the internet at Hedgehawk UK. I am on social media. I post. I don't post a lot. I tend to hang around Discord more, sharing screenshots of games that I play. And trying to be popular with varying degrees of success. I am going to let everyone introduce themselves, say who they're playing, say where we can find you, and all the other good, cool jazz. I am going to start with Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna or Riley, whichever you prefer. I use it in pronouns, and I'm definitely human. Just not tonight, because tonight I'm playing Dominic, a himbo-cative vampire. He, they pronouns. You can find me anywhere at Peculiar Planets. I'm on pretty much every social media. That includes Blue Sky. I've been on Blue Sky for a while, but since everyone's moving there, reminder, I am also on there. You can find me there. As for things to plug, I am part of I can finally talk about it. I'm part of a Pathfinder Technician podcast called Twilight's Edge over at the Tumble True network. And our first episode came out this past Tuesday, last Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. And it's actually a character prologue that is about my character. So I'm very honest about that. His name is Lowen. He's a elf kind of Nephilim, Hellspawn Nephilim elf ancestry wizard. With a criminal background. And yeah, if you want to listen, the podcast is out. There's also wonderful art that's being done, so just check out the Tumble True socials. Other than that, next week I have a one shot for charity over at Pansa's Tables, but I've forgotten the details, so just keep an eye out on their socials. That's it.
There's the music. That's fixed now. I was there like, why is the music doing nothing? And it's like, oh no, it's because I hooked to the wrong window. We'll ignore that. Inez, take it away.
Hello everyone. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm your succubus girlfriend with your consent. You can find me everywhere on the internet at xxsuccubusjeffxx or just succubusjeff. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. I'm also on Blue Sky. Please follow me over there because Twitter sucks. And I hate them and I hope they die. And my TikTok is active as well. Kind of. I've not been putting as much makeup on these days, so the posts have slowed down, but they will be back.
The back catalog is.
There's some back catalog, yes, absolutely. Just scroll through my page. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's lovely. Tonight, as of all nights on this channel, I will be playing Valerian, our Ventru, stupid man. I'm very excited for tonight's episode.
You know that a person is really good at role playing when they can hate their own character.
Absolutely. I hate him, but I love him so much.
There's a little disclaimer at the bottom of every episode that Inez does not endorse.
I do not endorse. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Succubus
Valerian's
Jeff LLC does not endorse these actions and or outrages. Yes,
Posed by this white man.
exactly. Yes.
Right. I'm going to roll the titles, and then we'll roll into whatever this is going to be.
Let's go.
Hey, welcome back. Right, so this episode, I'm going to jump straight into it rather than set up a whole exposition because we're on a bit of a time crunch. So it's been about another half week since everything kicked off. Everyone came back. Someone blew up a hotel, but we don't talk about that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, no. There's just another random explosion in London. They seem to be
I
over
don't know.
I think they're over there. That's
yeah.
And you've heard nothing from Altam. Leto is very much still asleep. Wally is in the middle of researching something, but hasn't really told anyone what's going on. And that's just left Valerian and Dom sitting around the Acropolis, kind of kicking cans backwards and forwards. So, at the idea of Marcus, he kind of suggested, hey, why don't you two just actually why don't we go do an activity outside of London? Just something because we can't do anything in London because if you turn up anywhere in London, bodies start rolling. So why don't we just
crazy.
go?
Why would you say that? That's so weird. Why would you say that?
So
nothing like that ever happens.
So why don't we go somewhere different?
Yeah, I think as soon as Marcus said that, Don would have gone like, "Can we go camping?" Like immediately, he's like, "Please, can we go camping?"
And Valerian would have immediately said, "No, absolutely not."
So we're at a campsite. We are. Where shall we go? I want to be cheesy and do the Lake District. Because that's where everyone goes as tourists.
Yeah, Don would have rented like a camper van, like a pretty large one, I think. And would have I think he would actually know a spot. Like he would know like the perfect area in like this where you could, I guess, set up camp and not be disturbed by the people, especially because we would be awake in the night and you don't want people come knocking on your door in the middle of the day. That's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So I feel like he would know the exact or perfect spot where they could go camping in that area. Because he's been there before. He used to camp a lot. So He's actually very excited. He's just been like, during the whole prep, he's just been like yapping constantly about like, oh, you should take that, you should pack that, like those kind of things.
You get to this campsite. You've got 2 camper vans, both very heavily modded, so that like that glass they used to have at the top of the shard, it's like, oh, we've got to get some of that stuff. Like they've all been coated, so like no sunlight can get through during the day. It's early evening when you arrive. The sun's just gone down. There's a camper van for you both. Marcus has come with, mostly to make sure that Valerian doesn't do something stupid. This is more of a friendly. I can't trust Valerian to like not try and kill someone out here. So I'm gonna come with. This does mean that technically, with Leto still being asleep, you've technically left Tristan in charge.
Fine.
No, I've left Wally in charge. How dare you?
Wally hasn't picked the phone up for days.
Oh god damn it!
Like this. I don't think Valerian realizes that until like they get to the campsite, and it's like, oh, I should probably like let someone know that I'm here, and then they're like, who did I leave in charge again?
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what's worse, Tristan or Wally. I think both are bad choices to be in charge of these.
Wally is at least a little bit better since he has some brain cells, but that's okay.
I mean, Wally would have just ended up probably joining the Camarilla anyway, been like, oh, you've got rules. Okay, I'll take rules. Tristan has watched enough of Valerian to kind of like is able to badly mimic Valerian, if need be, temporarily.
Hey, he used to work as a manager. He's got some experience managing people. So like,
okay, sure.
So the big problem with a vampire camping trip is that you can't actually have the staple campfire for obvious reasons.
Dom bought like a bunch of electric candles, like a shitload of them. I would have like put them in like a nice little circle. Just that. It's the best he could do.
I think that if you were setting that up, Valerian would have come out like this and been like, Dom.
Yeah.
This is terribly stupid.
Well, would you rather make an actual fire?
Fair point.
And don't notice Valerian's like, it's not that cold. Why are you wearing a scarf?
What do you mean it's not that cold? I'm freezing.
Tom's like is not even wearing a jacket. He's just this. Like he's not. It doesn't seem very bothered by it at all. Like, do you ever like go outside normally when you don't have to be somewhere?
Do I look like I go outside?
Yeah, fair point. You want to go fishing later? I think you had to fish.
No, but if we must.
Like, can you like try and just have fun somewhat? It's not all that bad.
Look, I just don't like getting wet. All right?
Well, then don't fall in the water. It's that simple.
All right.
You're not gonna like catch like a big lake monster or whatever and be dragged into the water. I'm just gonna fish.
You never know around these parts.
Fine, I guess. Changelings over here. I don't know how it works.
I was more talking about the Loch Ness monster, but it is what it is.
I don't think the Loch Ness monster is in the district, but
you never know.
I'm just a little circle and just goes like inside together to just get some fishing gear that he just brought with him.
You do see Marcus kind of comes out and it's like, yeah, no, I mean, like if you believe they There's beasts in every big ginormous lake.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
true. But I guess with us being kindred, we would scare it off. Maybe I don't know how it works. I still don't get how a lot of it works. Actually, just go looks at Marcus like, do you want to come fishing?
I think I have to come just in case Valerian tries to like attach you as bait to the fishing line.
Are you serious?
I think I'll be fine. I don't honestly.
Okay, do you know what? Okay. I'm going to give you a trust exercise.
What do you mean trust exercise?
Go fishing and don't kill each other.
What am I, a child? I'm not accepting a challenge from you.
I'm the one that has the keys to the camper vans. You sort of see that he presses it and both of the doors on both of them lock. And he's like, if you don't both come back and, you know, I was about to say be human, let's be realistic. You know, be adults, then I'm not letting you back in.
I have no problem. It's always Valerian threatening me.
Then go down to the lake and have a talk.
Okay. Noel's like, sure, and just like grabs like the fishing gear and just starts walking like, come on, let's go.
I walk, but whilst I turn around, I do this to Marcus.
Marcus just has this really big, wide grin on his face, like he is very much enjoying this moment.
Did he get this fine?
Honestly, and then when I see him grinning, I just go.
Look, it's almost like that thing of, well, we're not in London anymore, so you can't boss me around, knowing full well that when they get back home.
Marcus also has a little bit of a time off. It's fine. We're all having time off. But yeah, I think getting to the water, Dom was just like, I guess like explain how he goes, and you know, like give him. I think he would have brought like a beginner kind of rod, good enough to like, you know, use, but like his is looks a little bit more advanced, a little bit more expensive too. And would like open like this like little tub with like worms and such in it, and it has different kind of lures, and he feels like. He just like explains, okay, so you put this on here, and so if you use this lure, I think it's dark out, so I guess that should work. I'm just like, but I think he didn't think Valerian would go anywhere near the worms, so he just puts it on the hook for him.
No. You see Valerian go straight in, and then he like tries to like put it on, and then you go,
yeah, you need to be okay. You need to like put it. You should, like, you know, hold it like this and then try. It takes a little while. It's fine. My dad taught my mom, and my mom taught me. It's fine. And he's like, when he finished with his own, he's like, okay, so you want to like throw it back, but you need to watch out because you don't want to get the hook in me. So you just want to stand back and like get it in a straight line kind of and then throw out, and he just goes to demonstrate like that, and just washes it and like, you got it, you think?
Of course I do. And he like swings it.
Is he Dom like kind of like side as he goes to
I look at Dom as if like, are you insane? And like I just fucking I think he would be like properly okay skilled at this, but like not necessarily maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
know. I think maybe the first time it doesn't go that far, and he's like,
yeah. But yeah, Dom would have brought this like, you know, like little fishing chairs, really shitty ones. Like put them down.
They're a downgrade from the camping chairs.
Yeah. And we just sit down, like put like the rod like in like a little what's it called, like where you can rest like that. You don't have to constantly hold it. And we just sit down like, well, now we wait.
I think you've put those out, and he looks at them and he goes, "This brings back terrible memories."
It's easy. They're easy to carry, so
fine. Sits down eventually.
You never really go out in nature at all? Do you not ever used to? We've been a city person.
I've always lived in the city with my parents.
Always in London?
No. Different cities all the time. I mean, we used to travel a lot, like very, very much. They were always on the run, so.
On the run? Oh, right. Yeah, because of, okay. What were they doing that when you were like little?
Yes.
Huh. You always known?
No. I came to know when I was 16. They thought it was appropriate to let me know by then.
I mean, doesn't seem like you. I mean, you seem like, I don't know, the person for it, kind of. I can't imagine you. I mean, were you shocked at it, or?
I mean, shocked as in interested to know more, not shocked in horror.
Yeah, I guess that tracks. You've got a sister, right? Well,
I
what's
do.
what's her name again?
Cassiopeia.
Right. And how does she feel about it?
She doesn't like to get involved. She very much has a out of sight, out of mind mentality.
Yeah, that's fair.
She tries to just keep on a low profile around my parents.
Yeah, that's fair. Is she kindred?
No.
Hmm.
At least I don't think so. I haven't seen her in a long time. She might have been turned. I wouldn't know.
Does she live far away? You don't speak that, or?
No, they live in they are stationed in Berlin right now.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Is it? I mean, I guess Berlin's the right city for that. But so is she? Does she go where your parents go, or?
Yes, she stays with them usually. Sometimes she goes off and does her own thing, just travels somewhere. But staying with my parents and staying where they are staying is the cheapest option for her right now, and she is. Let's just say she's not as fortunate as I am.
Right.
Or at least she doesn't want to be.
What does she do?
She studies art at the moment.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that tracks. It's not very. I mean, I'm lucky, but it's not very. I guess it's very difficult to actually make a lot of money.
Yes.
In that industry, but I always do like it when people pursue the things that they're interested in. So good on her.
When did you start pursuing art?
Well, it was more of my mom's idea. I was a very, I guess, energetic child, but also angry a lot. And my mom figured that I should put the energy somewhere. She signed me up for acting classes or a theater group, and I loved it from the first time I tried it, and grew really passionate about it. And one thing led to another, and I don't know. I got lucky, I guess. I feel like it's part skill, but it's also part luck. You have to know the right people and be somewhere at the right time, right place, and I don't know. Sometimes I look back and I don't really understand how things happened the way they did, but yeah. As for music, that my granddad was very into, like, I mean, I have his banjo somewhere, but he taught me to play, and then I don't know, just took it on my own from there.
I've never seen you act or play music.
Well, brought my guitar if you want me to. I can play later.
Only if you want to. I wouldn't pressure you.
I always want to. I like it. It's calming. I I still have a lot of, I guess, mental, because I've never been tested, but a lot of people I meet tell me that they think I have ADHD. They're probably right. But yeah, it helps quiet the mind, I guess. So, and stuff like this does as well. It's a lot of people find it boring, but I don't know. I didn't grow up in a city. I grew up in a very small place, and I was used to being out in nature a lot, and then had to move to London. Well, I didn't have to, but it was easier to move to London when my career started picking up because auditions were usually there. But I never really got used to it. Even now, sometimes it's just a lot. So I'm happy to be out here, actually.
Good. Where did you grow up?
It's a little place called Burnt Hill. It's like a hamlet, I guess, close-ish to Reading. Ish. It's really small. Like it's got a couple streets and that's it. But it's where Tristan didn't live there. He lived in another like hamlet nearby. But yeah, we went to the same primary school in the area, or yeah, same school. Only because I got kicked out of the other one. But
Why?
got into a fight too many times. People being dicks, I guess.
So you weren't always easygoing.
No, I always say that the only thing my father left me was his temper, and I was always, I guess, a bit of an outsider, sort of. I did have friends, but there was a lot of people who, I guess, picked on me, and I didn't have any of that. I responded by throwing punches. Didn't even think about it. It just happened, and I did that one too many times and got expelled, so I had to change schools. But it led me to Tristan, so it was good, I guess, in the end.
Did he die, your father?
Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've not spoken to him. He left when I was 4. Well, he didn't leave. He got a little handsy, and my mom didn't have. My mom was like, you've met my mom. She, he put a hand on her, and she kicked him straight out. She decided that she'd rather go through the trouble of raising a child alone than having a violent man in the house. So, and he left and didn't call or text after, so not even for birthdays or whatever. So essentially, he's a ghost. I don't know. He might have. He's originally from Hungary. I used to actually be bilingual when I was really young, but not anymore. Which is the only thing that sucks about all of that. But yeah, he might have gone back. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's alive. I don't really care, honestly. Fuck the guy.
Good riddance.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a good choice though. I always respected my mum for that. Like, it takes a lot of courage to stuff like that. She didn't hesitate. It was just, I mean, I don't remember it.
Oh, did your audio cut out?
What?
Well, your audio cut out there for a little bit.
I don't know.
For me, at least.
I think it's level now.
Okay. Because I was hearing music in the background. I was like very confused. But yeah. No. That's just, it's always been my mum and I. Well, we've got some family. I've got 2 cousins, uncle and aunt. Used to have my granddad, but yeah, not a lot of family. but I don't need a lot.
You don't. You're right. I always only had my mother's and my sister, so that's all.
It's enough, though, I think.
True.
It's I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about, them getting older and I'm not, and I'm not really sure how to deal with that. I guess it's why. I mean, I didn't at first want to turn my mother, but then she insisted. But now she seems to have changed her mind, and I don't know. I just gotten used to the idea of having her around forever, and now I might have to part with that.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know how to. I don't know.
To be honest, my mothers won't be around forever either. And I have been thinking about that as well. At least I used to a lot when I was more recently turned. I always say the good thing about a story is that it comes to an end. Because what's the good about a story if it doesn't?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm wondering as well. I don't know. I feel like I've been the past years just been day by day, but I've never really, I guess, thought about the future. If I have to think about what eternity looks like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And that's what's exciting about it.
Not to me. I don't know. I like having a plan, I guess. I don't know. I had a vision for what my life was going to be like, and then that was stripped away. And now I don't know what I've left.
I had the same idea. And it was stripped away, and now I've come to terms with what unlife I do have.
What were your original plans?
Work with my parents. Maybe do some stuff on my own. Create a business. Anything that would get me money.
Well, you did those things, didn't you?
I didn't.
You have a business.
Well, yes, but not how I planned it to be.
And that makes sense.
I didn't plan to deal in blood.
What did you want to do then? Deal in drugs like your parents?
Probably not. Too risky. I don't know. It would have been some stupid, generic business scheme. Something.
Yeah, I can see
I don't
that.
know. Cybersecurity or some shit like that.
Valerian and Herbalife. Starts a multi-level marketing company.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that. But I don't know, I guess I'll figure something out eventually. I don't know. It's been
I
a
know.
lot.
I know you don't know. And I know that it is weird to not know. And it is difficult. But I hope you'll look at me and see that it gets worse. No, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's so much worse.
Fuck you.
Now I get it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just lucky that I guess I'm lucky that you decided to take a chance on me, and I would have been thrown to the wolves if I didn't you. They would have killed me so fucking fast.
It's the fact that Quinn had her hands on you from the moment I had mine on you.
Yeah.
If I wasn't there, I think you most definitely would have been dead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for not I'm sorry for not interfering on that earlier.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know. I think I was just, I don't know, doing a lot of masquerade breaches. Then again, I didn't really know anything. No one told me anything.
Well, you didn't fuck it up too bad. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would not be sitting here.
True. I don't know. Were you turned willingly?
I was offered a choice. A choice that wasn't easy to make, to be honest. I remembered while I was called into the bar that my sire owns, and I had been doing some work for him, mainly just beating the shit out of people, and yeah, he asked me if I wanted to live forever.
And you thought that was a sweet deal?
No.
And
I thought
where'd you
that
take
was
it?
the dumbest idea that he had ever put in front of me.
You took it anyway.
Because I saw a glint in his eyes. He was so excited to see what would happen if I went along. And honestly, I didn't want to disappoint him.
Right. Doesn't sound like you, though. Sounds like you were very different back then.
I was. I was much like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of sometimes. I don't know who or what I'll become, and I'm scared that, I don't know, one day I won't recognize myself.
Yes, I sincerely don't hope that you turn out like me. That's why I put you out there on the street to go and, I don't know, ransack something or fuck some shit up. I don't know.
I don't think it's having the opposite effect. I killed Adrian. I don't know if I told you that.
You what?
Yeah. Well, Leto had a head start. Leto apparently managed to capture him somehow. She fucked him up. Like, cut off his limbs. And just presented him to me on a silver platter, essentially. Because, Adrian also fucked with a lot of Leto's shit. And yeah, and I finished him off. But one thing I noticed was that normally when I lose it, if you will, I feel guilty afterwards, and I didn't this time, and that did worry me. And I'm wondering if all this violence is only just making things worse. If I'm very honest, I'm terrified of ending up like my father one day. It's always been a struggle, the anger. I've been in therapy countless of times, and I've not been there for the past 6 years or so. And I find that all the old tricks don't really work on, I guess, the kindred mind. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just asking you to keep an eye on it for my sake. If you feel like I'm too violent or changed, you wanna, I don't know, keep me in check.
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
I apologize.
For what?
For making you reach her anger.
It's alright. Yeah. I mean, I never told you, and also I know, I just wanted to be useful. I don't know how else to be useful if I don't do that.
You know, I've come to hate that word. Usefulness. Who am I to judge someone's usefulness? I know I have that reputation of you're only allowed in my presence if you're useful. You don't have to be useful to me, Dominic. No one does. At least none of the coterie. Whoever comes outside of that better be useful.
Then, if not useful, then what would I be?
My friend, Dominic. I've never had any.
Never had any friends?
I was traveling with my parents all the time. How could I? I was moving from Berlin, Rome, to France, to... we've been all over the world. We've been in Egypt, whatever. Wherever the fuck we were. How could I ever get a semblance of a relationship with anyone while traveling around the world every single week? Unbearable.
Makes sense. I'm sorry that you never got to make friends properly.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me. I'm too old for that.
Well, then I'm happy to be your friend. I mean that.
Thank you. I'm happy you're mine.
Now, when you're friends with me, that does mean that I get to bully you, and there wouldn't be any consequences. That's the rule. Trust me to tell you all about it.
What does this mean?
You'll find out. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Did we catch a fish yet or what?
He's like, I'm not moving yet. Then again, sometimes you don't catch anything, but that's not really what it's about.
Boring.
we'll stay here for a little bit longer, and if we don't catch anything, we'll come back and prove to Marcus, I guess, that he
Fine.
behaved.
He's gotten quite a backbone.
Yeah, right.
Don't like it.
Weird. It's like I feel like ever since we moved to the new Acropolis, he's been changed. Maybe that's what a change of environment does to a person. I don't know.
Maybe. Do you like the new Acropolis?
I do. It's nice. Yeah. How do you find?
Be
these
honest.
places? I am honest. I like it.
Good.
Why?
How do I find these places? I'm friends with rats. Of course I find these places. Well, no. It was part of the tunnel systems. I mean, I found the previous one, and so I went looking for more. I mean, just abandoned shit that no one uses anyways. And why would I pay for anything?
Yeah.
You know, if I could keep the money and just sit somewhere that no one ever uses ever again. Maybe a fucking maintenance person comes in every once in a while. I tell them, oh, this is just a figment of your imagination. Turn away. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. I like it. Were you so concerned with if I like it or not?
Well, I want you being comfortable in my place.
Well, I am.
Don't like it when people come in and they feel like they can't even sit down on a chair without feeling like they've touched an ancient relic or whatever.
Well, I don't
Which
think
they have, but
yeah, but I don't think it's about the place. I think it's about the people you're in the place with. I mean, you might know that because you moved around a lot. It's not as cliche as it sounds. Home is not a place. Home is people.
home is what the is.
You know what I mean.
I do.
Right.
Of course, I've made it most comfortable for myself since I live there the most, and you have your own place, and of course, I've just put my touches in that are gaudy and ostentatious and whatever. So I just hope everyone who comes in there, at least the coterie, will feel some sense of home.
Are you lonely in there? I mean, you've got Marcus, but like,
yes, but I love my solitude.
oh, I think there's a difference between liking being alone and being lonely. I think those are two different things. But you're always welcome at mine, or you know, if I'm not at the Acropolis and you want some company, I'm happy to stay over.
It's very kind of you, Del. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what friends are for, right?
Yes.
All right. I think Dom looks up. Is like, oh, I think you've got something on your.
What?
Well, both
It's
of
moving.
you have something on your line.
What?
I rolled in a vampire game. I rolled a fishing check.
My God.
Dom started reeling his in. Yeah.
I rolled
I guess-
99 out of 100. So
Oh my God. I guess Valerian starts to like copy, kind of like reeling it in.
Yeah. So just getting in.
you both takes a moment, but you both reel it in. You then both realize that you've caught the same fish. This fish actually went for both bait. What you are holding here is one very greedy carp.
Oh my God.
Who saw two worms and was like, oh, I'm having both of them. And didn't get deterred by the first hook and was like, oh, well, the second one might not be so bad. And then realized, oh, shit,
Honestly, valid.
Pretty big too.
Yeah, I think this was in season. This both got the same one. Like, okay, that is new, but we'll like then sort of like take it like off. It was just holding it there. It's obviously like flipping around. It's like, I guess if we're not gonna eat it, we might as well throw it back. Unless you want to keep it, you can mount it, I guess.
Mount it.
I don't know. It's the first thing you ever caught.
Please, no.
Should we?
Valerian proceeds to turn the fish and create the world's first vampire fish. Throws it back into the lake.
Oh my god.
See what happens.
Vampire fish.
Honestly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Fuck? Anyway, yeah, he goes, yes, please, throw it back.
Yeah. He'll just he does this really weird thing where he like this is so weird. He gives it a little kiss and then he goes back and he's like, it's just something my mom does that I copied. It's supposed to be good luck. Supposedly, then you catch more next time. And yeah, he just throws it back into the water.
You have fish breath without eating it.
Yeah, fish. You don't get fish breath from just kissing it. It's fine. Anyway,
I heard that in fairy tales, if you kiss them, it turns into a prince or something.
Oh, I wish. I would. If that's the case, I'm going after it. Honestly.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, yeah, let's pack it in. Unless you wanted to try and catch more.
I don't think I will. Thank you.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, Dom starts like just getting all the surprise again. Yeah, I don't think he put out a lot. I think he knew from the beginning that they probably wouldn't be there very long. So yeah.
Yeah, you pack it up. I'm guessing you're heading back to the campers.
I think as they walk on, like, they're like, we should like, I know you don't like this stuff. We should like hook arms just to like show Marcus.
You're insane. Fine.
Yeah, so he's like hooking arms with Valerian as they're walking up to like the camper van. And Dylan just goes like, oh Marcus, we didn't kill each other, see? We actually caught a fish.
And you see that Marcus is sitting in the fanciest of the camping chairs, just like feet on a box, reading a book. And just looks up and went, yeah, I know about the plan to like, hook arms and like pretend that you're all busy mates and fish breath and all that.
If you're a bit seriously, you've been listening. Okay, that is.
It becomes very obvious that he's a 20, he has heights and senses.
Yeah.
He was listening to the entire conversation to make sure that you were actually, doing what you said you were going to do.
You're so distrustful.
I learned from the best.
Well, maybe you need a trust exercise.
And what would you have me do, Dom?
Dom goes away from Valerian and puts stuff down and just goes like his arm was like just he's totally taking a piss, by the way. But he's just like, well, I'll catch it.
Why? This proves nothing.
Oh, come on, Marcus, please.
Fine. Marcus like walks up in front of Dom, turns around, and like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lean backwards. You better catch me, Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as he goes, like, Dom will with his like reflexes time it so it nearly feels like he falls and catches him last minute. Just to like fuck with him.
You hear Marcus just shout, "You bastard!" before he's catched.
Yeah, and then Don just sort of puts him like, "See, that wasn't so hard."
Now you're just showing off the celerity.
You
That is
see
good.
Valerian smiling from behind his hand.
But well, see, we didn't bring the fish back because there's no use for it for
Well,
us.
yeah. What are we gonna do with a fish?
I mean, normally I could have like shown you how to like properly prepare it, but that won't happen. However, Valerian has requested that I play, so I'm gonna get my guitar.
Goodness, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So
no,
he's
no,
just gonna
I-
go back inside and get the guitar.
Marcus always gives Valerian a look of why would you do that? And Marcus is just gonna vacate the good chair, because Valerian probably wants to sit on that one.
Absolutely.
And it's just gonna go back to his chair, and kind of just quietly go back to his book, and occasionally glance up at the two of you.
So distrustful. Yeah. Dom will get his guitar. And we'll go just sit down around the campfire that they have going on. And I think he'll just start. I think just playing something without. He's not going to sing first, mostly because he doesn't know if anyone would be.
Mostly because we can't
Yeah.
enact singing and we can't afford copyright
I-
strikes.
Yeah, and I cannot sing. But no, I think he's gonna play guitar, and I think it's just very very calming, kind of like I guess like indie folk kind of vibe. But I guess matches the sort of camping thing. But it's nice. He knows what he's doing. And I think as he's going for a little bit, he might like hum along a little bit or something. But he's just gonna keep playing and set the scene, the tone that way. And I think after a little while we look up at Valerian and be like, any requests?
Play Wonderwall, white boy.
Don't just sort of like just that. But then start playing Wonderwall actually.
And then Valerian goes, no.
Hey, you want a Wonderwall, and he just keeps going.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Your guitar music gets cut off ever so slightly by the sound of Marcus's phone going off.
Yeah, Dom will stop playing when the phone goes off.
He'll pick it up briefly, stare at it, and then just turn it just dismiss the notification, put the phone back down, before looking at you both, and then going back to his book.
Don't just look at Valerian questioningly, and then looks at Marcus. Like,
Come on. Can a guy not
Did
get
you want to-
notifications?
No. Did you want to share?
It's just Tristan telling me that Leto still hasn't woken up.
oh,
Well,
I
that would've
asked for
been a good time.
updates, but I was quite like, hey, while you're technically the one in charge of the Acropolis, you should probably let me know if anything, keep me updated on Leto's condition. Tristan has interpreted that as every 30 minutes I need to have an update on Leto's condition, even though Leto's condition has not changed. He is anything but thorough.
yeah.
I even have picture messages. And you see that he opens his phone to reveal that Tristan's taken a picture of sleeping Leto every time with every text. And they're different. They're different photos. It's the same thing, but it's a different photo every time.
Yeah, Don's just that's about Tristan's very thorough. And he also he remembers a lot of stuff and he keeps a lot of stuff. Do you know what he gave me for my birthday one year? When we were younger, we were climbing in trees and I fell and I cut my shin really bad, and he took off his shirt to wrap it around as we were just going back to my house to get my mother. He kept the shirt with the blood stains in it, and one year for my birthday, it was a joke gift, but that beside the point, he put it in a frame and he gave it to me, and I was like, okay, I get this a joke, but why did you keep this shirt for that long? If you wanna, that's just how he is, I guess.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. I still have it though. I kept it.
Well, of course.
But
So Malkavian does actually make sense for the boy.
maybe.
Yes, it
Now that I
does.
think about
Completely out of his mind.
it. Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. He's usually the more rational of the two of us, but he's not. Sometimes he leaves his brain behind, and I like it when he does that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds
I
like
have.
that sounds like someone else I know.
Marcus is looking as if like he gives a look to be like, that better be about Dom and not me.
Well, Valerian is looking exclusively at Dom, so
And those are like, well, I never claimed to be the brains of any operation.
good. Good.
I think that's one of the, I don't know, one of the things I accepted quite early on is that a lot of people are a lot smarter than I am, but it's okay.
Yes. I mean, I've always said if you're the smartest people in the room, you need to get out of that room immediately.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
If
see
you
that.
don't surround yourself with people that you learn from, why would you be in that room?
It's a good way of looking at it.
You see Marcus kind of gives it a half chuckle. And it's like, is that why Leto never stops around?
It might be.
Oh. Excuse me.
Well,
Terrible.
I would go into a whole triad of, reasons why, but in typical Leto fashion, I know nothing.
I think none of us know a lot about Leto. I still don't know where she lives. I've asked her multiple times. I offered to bring her home many times, and every time she denied. And I guess she's entitled to, keep her own stuff to herself. But I'm just like, I've told her so much about my life, and like, I barely know anything about her.
Marcus
I think
just quietly
she
raises his
wants to
book.
keep it that. Yeah, I think she wants to keep it that way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Above table, does Valerian know where she lives?
No, it's
No.
never mentioned. Marcus is hiding his face to suggest that he might know, but
I'm just gonna dox her.
Crazy.
um,
Crazy work.
I mean, look, it's Marcus. Marcus has the wonderful ability to blend into the background in many, many scenes, and become an unknown. And plus, Marcus has seen, has been with. I mean, Marcus and Valerian have been together for an extremely long time, longer than the current coterie, longer than the original Towerfall coterie.
Yes.
So they've known a lot of people for a lot of time.
Yeah.
Marcus probably knew about Leto before the coterie existed.
Yes, that is probably true. And we have discussed that Valerian and Leto know each other the longest, probably. And so I think he goes, I am also surprised that I do not know where she lives. I mean, we've known each other very long.
Yeah.
You literally blew up London together.
Yes.
I mean, I guess that's also part of the reason. Maybe. I mean, she does a lot of stuff, like a lot of blowing stuff up, a lot of violent stuff. So I guess it makes sense that she'd rather not have, her location known. I guess.
What? You think I'm gonna fucking?
I think more that
The
she's
camera
made.
lens?
I think more that she's made a lot of enemies, and I think maybe she's being cautious. I don't really know.
I think it's more she values. My view on it is that Leto thinks information has value.
Yeah.
And it's a very, and he sort of looks at Valerian. It's a very Valerian way of thinking about things, but if everything has a value, then even information has to be worth something.
Yes.
So why give it away willingly?
Yeah, that tracks. I mean, I maybe I should have more of that attitude. I give people quite a lot.
I
Quite easily.
know the whole actors thing did shake her up a bit, though. That was like the first time I think I've ever seen her agitated.
Can we do we know what happened? Did she? I mean, I'm sure she took care of it, but
I don't know much. I know that she ran off, and like that was kind of the end of that. Everything else went cold.
I mean, Adrian obviously turned him, and as I told Valerian, I mean, you heard it apparently as well. Leto did quite a lot of damage on Adrian. Like, I mean, I know Leto's not. I know that she likes to, whenever she kills people, be creative about it, but this felt personal, which it was, obviously. But yeah, I could tell it was personal.
The fact that we don't know much about this and the fact that we haven't asked either is concerning to me.
Yeah. When she wakes up, we should ask her. See if she's. I mean, we always joked, Leto is Leto, but see if she's okay.
I mean, one of you is going to have to explain that you took the mirrors from her.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if we explain that we did that because otherwise reality would be, destroyed, I think she'd understand.
Yes,
I hope.
We'll frame it as reality was collapsing, therefore we took them. Not we took them before we discovered reality was collapsing.
Yeah.
We'll admit we'll do our own little Leto, and we'll admit the details that we don't want to.
Yeah, we can do that, I suppose.
I
just hope she wakes up soon.
I do as well.
I'm worried.
You are? Why?
She's my friend. I mean, I know we've had, a little bit of arguments recently, specifically surrounding how she treated my mother, but she is still my friend.
What are you worried about?
I don't know. She's been in Torba for a very long time now. And there's not even anything, sticking out of her, so it's not like you can just take something out and have her come out of it. Who knows how long it will last or if it never goes away.
I think it will. I think she just needs to rest right now. See it as a mosquito encaved in amber. Eventually she'll break out.
Yeah. I don't know, I know that she likes to keep people at arm's length, but I feel like we should maybe check in on her more. And then it's up to her, obviously, if she wants to tell anything, but I think just asking can go a long way.
I feel like we should check up with everyone more. I feel like this coterie has disbanded without us even knowing.
Yeah. I mean, were we ever even together, really? I think most of us were in it for our own reasons. I mean, I was obviously kind of pulled in, but I did see it as my shield. As I told you, otherwise I would have died pretty quickly, I think. But in the beginning, I definitely wanted to stay close so I could benefit from that shield.
We created this coterie out of necessity and out of survival.
Yeah.
However, that is not usually how a coterie is formed. Usually, you find people that have the same interests and goals that you can work towards as a group. And when we first started this, it was truly If we don't, we die.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had another country, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but yeah. It would be nice, I guess, if we're a little more aligned. And I guess if we're just, you know, there have been so many secrets between us, and I don't think that's good. I've been a part of that issue too, but yeah, we need to, I guess, be more honest.
Yes.
As you kind of finish talking, both of you feel your phones buzz. Or in the case of Valerian, just not make a sound or buzz. Since everything is turned off on that phone.
Yes.
But especially for Dom, yours buzzes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Valerian hears the sound of the buzz and then checks his own phone because he thinks it's his.
Both of you have received a text from Altair. It's a picture message. And in the picture, you can just see like it's taken like an old man trying to take a selfie of just Altair kind of like drying off after getting wet, standing in the sun, with what looks like the two changelings in the background, and what looks like a huge desert.
Okay, I think Dom looks at that and just clocks that he's like in the sun. Dom's just gonna like reply, like, just be like, how, like, are you in a, is this in a dreaming? I think it would be like, is it a dreaming? If so, I'm coming.
And I think
you
Valerian replies, what the fuck is going on?
Both of you hit that, hit reply. You get a text back saying the number is unavailable.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Dom does look a bit disappointed at that. Also because it's, I guess, a reminder, once again, that he probably won't see Altair again. Yeah. I guess he just sighs and puts his phone away. Well, it seems like he's having a good time.
Oh, you got that text as well. Yes, he looks like he's having an amazing time.
Happy for him.
I'm not, but all right.
I mean, I'm not happy that he's gonna, you know, gonna do what he does, but I'm happy that he's gonna have he's having a good moment before all of that. I guess.
Sure.
It sucks though. Don't like it.
Me neither.
It's so weird. The world is so much stranger than I thought it would be. I mean, you know, finding out vampires are real was one thing, and then in the past, couple weeks, I've just learned so much about all the other things that are out there. It's weird. And it's weird to think that, like, so many humans are walking around and they're not aware of any of it. It's so strange.
Well, you didn't think fairies and giant cats were real?
I mean,
you stupid.
I mean, I hope they were growing up, I guess.
Come on, no one guesses that. Not even me. And I've known these fuckers exist for so many years.
I guess, but I don't know. It's weird. I think that's what I struggle with the most, is that, you know, my family and stuff and friends. I can't explain to them, you know, like why I'm missing out on family lunch, or where I cannot meet people certain times or certain places. I don't like lying to people I care about, but the alternative isn't really an option either.
It's not.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that. How do you explain it to your family?
They don't care.
Hmm.
I just go, I'm nocturnal. And they go, sure, honey. They've
Yeah.
got bigger fish to fry. They don't care.
Hmm. I mean, on one hand, that's convenient. On the other hand, I'm sorry that I don't care.
Tis what tis.
I suppose. I mean, I tried to, for a long while, I guess, work the lie of having some kind of weird insomnia, but then again, I had to deal with, an agent and people, press, whatever, wanting to know where I was at. If I had known that I was going to be turned, I would have never taken on any of the jobs I did. I will have to probably leave the country at some point if people find out that I'm not aging.
I think there's many artists out there that don't ever show their faces. What is his name? Marshmallow?
Yeah, but like I've shown my face. People know I've been on like television and stuff, and like people know who I am.
Well, you don't have to anymore.
No, I
If
mean
you don't want to.
I'm not, because not, I would have loved to still be acting, but it's not possible. But I'm making music still. I don't know, I'm not ready to give up, I guess, my creativity, but I don't know, it's a very inconvenient combination.
You don't ever have to. I hope you know. There's Toreador out there that make art every single day of their lives.
Yeah, but are they like famous?
In our communities, yes.
Yes, but I don't know if you realize, but I'm famous. I hate that word, but I am in like the human community. When I turn up to the hotel with the van, the guy at the gate recognized me. If that tells you anything, I did wipe his memory. Don't worry about that. But like, I don't know if you realize that.
Well, you could stage your death.
I guess, but I don't know. That also means cutting ties with my family. I don't think I'm ready for that. Well, if the news is, or the whatever sites that we're gonna report on it are gonna report that I'm dead, my family will also read that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell them, well, actually I staged my death, they're gonna want to know why.
Because you couldn't take the fame anymore. There.
I don't think a normal person would then go through such things as to fake their death, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. I've noticed that most of my fame doesn't reach far beyond the border, so that's why I'm thinking, leaving the country would be an option.
I do love how you use the word normal when we are far from that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People don't know that. It's difficult to explain to people, but I'll figure it out when it gets to the point. I figure I have at least another decade, longer than that probably. Try, blame it on good genes or whatever the fuck. Or Botox. I don't know. I can figure something out. But yeah, I could come back as my like in 100 years. I can come back as my great grandson or whatever.
God, he looks exactly like him.
Yeah. Weird. I don't know. I'll figure something out.
I mean, hey, look. See Marcus had put his book down. That woman in the shard from last week has been around for over 100 odd years. Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm
some
saying.
people pull it off.
Yeah, but I'm more just saying, like, you know, it's easier to pull off if people don't know who you are. Because then you can just move to another city and reinvent yourself, and no one will know you there. But if I move to another city, a lot of people will still know who I am.
Yeah, move to France. That's what everyone does.
Yeah,
Don't move
I don't
there.
think so. Maybe I'll go to Hungary actually. Try and pick up the language again. And some of it is still there. A couple words still there, but I've never actually been. Just weird. It's half of me. I've never been, so maybe I will.
You
I don't know
should.
yet. Yeah, maybe. I think in the past it always felt too tainted, but I don't think I'll have to worry about that anymore. It's a big country. What are the chances?
Marcus, actually, like I think, like everyone keeps chatting. Time just completely skips everyone by. As the starry sky of the night stops being so dark, and you can start to see slight pinkish hues appearing on the horizon.
Yeah, I think Dom would look at that, and after a while, I guess when they're all realizing that they probably gotta get inside soon, Dom looks at it like, always liked sunrises. You reckon I can watch them from behind the glass?
I am sad to say that you will be put to sleep whenever. But
I can
I
try.
encourage you to try.
You see Marcus just laughs and goes, but you could just do a Leto and ignore that.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not be in torpor for weeks. But yeah, I might try. I used to all the time. I used to wake up for the sunrise. I'd like to try.
All right. I think Valerian gets up. And he walks over to Dominic. And he puts a hand on his cheek, and he goes, "Thank you, and I'm sorry."
Sorry for what?
Everything.
It's all right. Thank you for sticking around and giving me a chance. And thank you for your openness tonight.
Of course.
All right.
And Valerian will turn in.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I will say, because I think I'm assuming they're in different camper vans. I also during the night at some point, Dom said that he was gonna get a blood bag from Valerian's thing out of his neck. Valerian will find that there there is a couple of like bugs, like worms from the thing on his pillow.
Oh, you suck. I've closed the door peacefully, and then you just hear muffled, "Dominic!"
Dom's already closed and locked his door. But we'll then sit at the window and try and push. He's not going to stay up the whole time. No. He just wants to see the sunrise, and then he's going to turn in.
Give me a willpower check.
Okay, I don't have a lot. We're gonna
remember
try.
you do recover willpower.
Bro. Oh, apparently I rolled 3 successes. I rolled all successes, all die.
You can,
yeah.
You're just about able to push off and stave off sleep for about an extra hour so that you can watch the sunrise behind the glass.
Yeah.
And then you're pulled,
Yeah.
just like everybody else, into sleep.
Sleep.
You both wake up the night after. Your phone, Dom,
Mm-hmm.
and Valerian, actually, it's in the group chat. There's a message from Tristan,
Mm-hmm.
and it just says, "Guys, I think I felt a heartbeat."
Wait. Oh, and
And-
himself. Oh, wait. I just realized, like, oh wait, that's wrong.
And I think I felt a heartbeat.
Uh-huh.
Is this normal? Question mark. And that is where we're going to leave the session.
Well,
That's
that's
terrible.
not good.
That's very terrible. That's very sad. That's
I
very
can't
upsetting.
look. I can't let you have a sweet episode, all nicey for an hour and a half, and then not do something to cause some kind of emotional damage to someone and leave them in suspense for a week. Okay.
You know what? Fuck you.
This is how I get my kicks. Okay. This is how I enjoy myself. I have been a good boy. I have sat here and I have not thrown hunters at you or a werewolf or made a comet fall out of the sky. I have just sat there and let you talk.
Yeah.
The worst thing I did was make Marcus kick you out.
Teaming up like against him. It's fine.
But no, we had a wonderful, sweet episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Dean put in the chat. Yeah, the emotional part heard by "Hey kids, you like this NPC? You like them being alive?" Yeah, about that.
About that.
Okay. I love like Dom just goes from like, oh, just like, feeling better to my friend's in trouble. Yeah. Great. You can't have nice things ever.
No, you can't. Dom, I've told you this. Dom cannot have nice things. Anytime Dom has a nice thing, it is immediately hit by a really bad thing afterwards.
Terrible.
But no.
Whatever.
We'll be back next week. We will be back on Sundays, not Saturdays. This is the final Saturday. Because we have recording tomorrow and I'm excited and also scared.
Me too.
After that, we'll be back on Sundays. Where I'm sure Dominic will be hitting the accelerator as fast as he can.
So many speeding tickets. It's fine.
Gas, I'm going to step on the gas.
Until then, look after yourselves, be safe, keep an eye on socials, and we'll see you next week. Bye, Izzy. Bye.
Goodbye.